Bringing yourself up to sit. Okay. So whether your back is supported or just the hips, just feeling that sense of support under you. Your feet are on the ground. Feel your hips or your feet under the ground under your feet. You could also lay on the ground. But just that sense of earth. Not just the sense of the floor under your feet and the chair under your hips, but that sense of ground under you. Even that sense of a chair against your back or your own spine, a sense of ground, of earth. Right, our bones. Our tissues, right, our connective tissues, our muscles, right, the massive tube system, the arteries and veins, right, the nervous system, right, brain, spinal cord, all the nerves throughout the body. That very tangible quality of our being. Aware of your breath, your inhale and your exhale. The movement of the breath and the way that it moves the body. Feeling that slight lifting and lowering of the chest. That widening and settling in the ribs. Noticing the back ribs, the side ribs, front ribs, that whole kind of basket, the rib basket. And almost that rhythm that the breath creates. Even a sense of buoyancy. Right, that rhythm of the breath is very similar to the rhythm of the waves of the ocean. Good. And just for a moment, notice where you're drawn in your body, just as a place of maybe need or sensation. A place that has more energy or less energy. It feels like it needs support. And almost hold the awareness of that place that needs support. And then let's go back almost to the sense of the whole, or maybe that center line, from perineum to crown, that that moves down beyond and up beyond. Right, this filamentine thread, maybe golden thread, luminous, radiant thread. Even seeing it thread through the chakras. Maybe even in noticing other points of awareness. A center point. Good, if you're aware of meridians, do you see meridians? Or still point. Tandian. What do you notice along that line? What's highlighted? And then letting your awareness even move down, let that line thread through the center of the earth, past the earth, past the atmosphere, past our solar system, past our galaxy. Right past the universe, multiverse, two fields of stars. To source of life. And almost imagine that same kind of return, right? Multiverse, universe, galaxy, solar system, Earth. Right, back up and through our system, our chakra system, our own solar system in a sense. Up through the crown of the head, and that same sense of a journey, right? Atmosphere, solar system, galaxy, intergalactic spaces, universes, space between the universes, the multiverse. Fields of stars, source. And then again, threading back down through multiverse, universe, galaxy, solar system, Earth, atmosphere, crown. So just that sense of our own infinite being. That line that holds, right, that connection or availability to what's below, what's above. And even our own, right, auric field, our toroidal field, right, that moves in all directions. And relating that back to our human body. And back to that very specific need. Maybe it's the need in ourselves. Maybe it's in a particular organ, or in our bones. Maybe it's in our nerves. Maybe it's in the nerve communication. Maybe it's specific to myelin sheath or brain neurons. or spinal cord. Maybe it's specific to liver or pancreas. Or intestines. Maybe it's specific to pineal, pituitary, our glands, hypothalamus, thyroid, thymus, heart, adrenals. Almost feeling a wash move through your body. Like a warm, soothing, nourishing, cleansing. Maybe it's a warmth, maybe it feels viscousy or liquidy. Maybe it feels like tending, like butterflies or bees. Just tending and clearing, cleaning, refining, repairing, building. And maybe it's in the matrix of our mind, our beliefs that are held within our body. Maybe it's emotions that have been tucked away. Right, that sit or reside or influence our tissues, our body, our being. Right, maybe if it's not even our beliefs about ourselves, it's ancestral lineage, familial, collective. And notice the places that are highlighted, but more than anything, noticing the nourishment, that sense of connected to the source of all life. Right, that the repair comes from bridging these places of need with the resources that move through us. The nourishment. That receiving and allowing, that asking for nourishment. And even in this space, just this sense of releasing what isn't ours to carry. Right, and allowing energy to move through us. Right, there is that process of breaking things down or being able to release them to be either fully digested or moved through the system and digested where they can be digested. Right, releasing what isn't ours to carry, to process. Letting it almost be cleaned and cleared and returned back to where it belongs. Slow release. Maybe even notice things that feel ripe to release. Maybe there are places where something isn't quite ready to release, and we're still working through it. There's still something needed, but it's getting ready. Or things that aren't ready. Right, honoring your process. Right, like the leaves in fall that are ready to drop. Ready to be released. Carried by the wind. Returned to be composted. Returned as a different form of energy, or returned to where it's needed. And in that same kind of sense of kind of balance in your energy, wherever you feel entangled, entwined, that maybe isn't your place, distracted, confused. Wherever your energy is ready to come back, again, cleaned and cleared, source aligned, back to you. And to be integrated in a pacing that feels supportive. In the sense of calling yourself back home. And timing and pacing. Noticing when you are ready to entangle fully and when you're not. Feeling that support. From your own resource and noticing if it needs to show up in a particular way, right? As an angel, as a guardian, as a guide to support you, to remind you of your wholeness. To remind you of your radiance. And again, just that simple sense of breath, the inhaling and the exhale. Receiving, softening, settling, and releasing. And letting it feel supportive. Letting it feel part of your whole body and being. And then repair, tending, care. Right, as we are in this season of Cancer, moving towards this Cancer new moon, and this, right, the nourishing, the nourishment, the care, the holding, the mothering, the parenting. Where do you need that tending and nourishment and holding? And that parenting also, there's a certain sense of discernment. And how does that fold in? A nuance of parenting. And parenting yourself, what does the part that needs the parent need? And the part that is showing up to parent also need? And again, remembering the support of source, of your guardians and guides, of the elements, of nature, of season. And just this last few moments, just this sense of, again, just a final, almost sense of a washing or soothing, like a gentle rain moving through your system, or whether it feels like, again, rain or sun, or just a moving in and through. Bringing light, bringing nourishment. That space of receiving and allowing and being with. Maybe one hand on heart, one hand on belly. Just feeling your body, your physicality, and any possible shifts. Maybe even just clarity about that, the care or the need, right? And the tending to the need. What is the need, and how do we show up to hold it? And then when you're ready, And just that sense of feeling your hips supported, your breath, whether you're, whatever, if your feet are on the ground or tucked under you, just feeling your body, feeling your anchoring, maybe even opening your eyes gently and just attending or attuning to your environment, your room, the light. This space, this moment, your body and being in this space, in this moment, the objects around you that have meaning. And